boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about the plot of a story. We've been talking about story elements. We've talked about characters. We've talked about the setting of the story, where and when it takes place. Today we're going to talk about the plot. And the plot of the story centers around what the problem is in the story. Okay, what problem does a character need to solve? If you want to talk about the plot, ask yourself that question. What problem is the main character trying to solve? The plot of the story is the problem, the solution, and the events surrounding it. The plot is sort of like a roller coaster. You can think of it like a roller coaster. At the beginning, you are introduced to the problem, and then there are events, how the characters are trying to solve that problem, and then toward the end the problem is solved in some way, and then you have the end of your story. So I'm going to read a story to you today that has a pretty clear problem in it, and it's called A Bike Like Sergio's. So see if you can find the problem. You might even be able to find more than one problem in this story. Every kid has a bike but me. Sergio rides his new bike while I run alongside, out of breath. Ask your parents again, Sergio said. Your birthday's coming. Sergio forgets there's a difference between his birthday and mine. And so maybe that difference could be that Sergio's parents have a lot more money than his do. I wish, I say, but I know that wishes won't make money appear. At Sonny's grocery, Sergio buys a pack of football cards. I stand in line mad with the bread my mom wants, waiting behind the lady in the blue coat who we see all the time. She steps up to pay and gathers her bags. In the shuffle, her purse tips. $1 floats to the floor. No one sees. I scoop up the money fast. She's out the door, but I don't chase her. It's just $1. At home, Mom's feeding the baby. The twins pull pans from the cupboard. My Reuben, she said. Was it a good day? I nod and act busy. That $1 in my pocket stays a secret. Later, when I'm alone in the room, I fish out the crumpled bill and stare. It is not $1 or $5 or $10. It is $100. My hands are shaking. That money is enough for a bike like Sergio's. Then I won't have to run. I'll be riding. Dad gets home from work late and tucks in my little brothers. When he gets to me, I squeeze my eyes shut and stay still as a stone. In the morning, the $100 bill is safe in my backpack. When I get to school, Mr. Grady says we will be learning about money and math. He sets up a store with fake bills and coins and pictures of things we can buy. I joke around and blow all my play money on a camera right away. Me on my bike is all I can think about. We stop at the bike shop after school. Inside, I walk the rows and find one like Sergio's, but silver. Man, you look good on it, Sergio says. And it's true. But I know if I ride home on a bike like that, I'll have to tell my parents where I got the money. I'll talk to them tonight, I say, and Sergio high-fives me. At home, Mom is making a grocery list for Saturday. She walks her fingers through the cash in her wallet, then she crosses things off. Maybe next week, she says. She looks up at me and smiles. Me with the 100 in my backpack. Her crossing things off. Then she hands me a $5 bill. On your way home tomorrow, could you pick up orange juice at Sonny's? When she mentions Sonny's, I feel the sweat. Remember, Sonny's is the grocery where he found the $100 bill. What if the lady in the blue coat is there? I take my stuff to my room, dump my papers out of my backpack, and that's when I see it. The zipper was closed. The zipper that was closed is open, just enough, and the money that was there is gone. Heading out the door, I mumble to Mom, "I'll be right back." Rain is falling as I retrace my steps from school to bike shop to home. Leaves and money look the same. Rain and tears feel the same. It's nowhere. I walk hunched and draggy to school the next day, while Sergio rides circles. My brother built a ramp in the alley, and I went airborne, he says. If you get that bike, you can use it. I don't tell Sergio that I won't be getting any bike at all. The day stretches out. How many nickels in a dollar? Mr. Grady asks. How many quarters in a $5 bill? When the bell rings, I pack my backpack with homework and notes and tell Sergio to ride home without me. With everyone crowding in a hurry, I spot something. The smallest zipper inside, still zipped. This was the pocket, not the other. I slide it open, and I am rich again. To get that bike, I have to tell. I race to Sonny's as fast as riding and rush to the back of the store for the juice. Someone bumps me, apologizes in a soft voice. I turn. My feet are frozen, watching as the lady in the blue coat makes her way to the counter with her eggs. She reaches into her purse. And like a hot blast, I remember how it was for me when that money that was hers, then mine, was gone. I leave the juice behind, and this time I follow her. She walks down one street, then another, and past the bike shop. My mouth is dry. "Excuse me," I say. She turns and we are face to face. I breathe fast and the words bust loose like they've been waiting. The lady says yes, she lost $100 and has been looking since. She tips her head. Why? I uncurl my fist. I found it, I say, holding it out to her still folded. Her face changes from surprised to soft to joyful. She takes my hand in both of hers like a sandwich and asks my name. "Thank you, Reuben," she said. "You have blessed me. I am happy and mixed up, full and empty with what's right and what's gone." At home, everyone is waiting, and the lost and found story is mine to tell. "What you did wasn't easy," my dad says, setting his hand on my shoulder, "but it was right." My mom pulls me close. "We're so proud," she says, "and in that warm house with my family all around and my birthday almost here, I am proud too." Now, Sergio has a couple problems in this story. One, he wants a bike, and two, he finds a $100 bill that isn't his, and he has to decide what he's going to do with it. Is he going to use it to get that bike he wants, or is he going to give it back to his rightful owner? When we think about the plot, the problem being that he doesn't know what to do with the $100 bill. He wants to buy the bike, but yet he loses it, and he knows how it feels to have had that $100 bill and lost it. So he understands that this lady has lost a $100 bill and how she might feel that she lost it. So he decides that he's going to do the right thing and give it back to her. And even though he knows he did the right thing, he still feels a little empty because he doesn't have the $100 bill anymore. But he feels good that he did the right thing. And we never know for sure if he gets the bike or not. I hope he did. But I think that more than anything, he just feels good that he did what he should have done, that was the right thing to do, and he gave it back, and he knew he did the right thing. So when you're reading a book, think about what is the problem in this story. How is that problem solved? And what are the events that surround the problem and the solution of the story? And that way that you can find the plot. Have a great day.